Yeah, guys. We are back, guys. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to the subs. Shout out to everybody who clicked on this. I don't care if you're subscribed or not, guys. If you're not subscribed, don't worry, don't subscribe. It's pure nonsense on this channel. You don't want to. You don't want to stick around. You don't want any part of this, do we? Tell me somebody out there watch. You guys sing Walk Hard. Come on, guys. We're back, guys. Shout out to everybody, man. I'm excited for this one, guys. You know, I say it all the time, and I say not only do I say shout out to the subs all the time, but I also say all the time that I really mean it because you guys tell me what to listen to, you know, and that's like such a, I don't know, it's just such a great thing, you know what I mean? Because like not only like am I like listening to all kinds of stuff that I never would have heard, but a lot of times you guys are not maybe all the time, but like sometimes, let's say, not even a lot of times, but sometimes, let's say like 3 out of 10 times, you guys will tell me to listen to something that is something where it's like, oh yeah, I've heard about it so much, and I've always wondered, but I don't really know, you know what I mean? So my point, shout out to Cece who said to check this out, and this is an album that I've been hearing about since forever and ever and ever. And I've met all kinds of people who always say that this is like the best album ever and they loved it. And I've never heard it though. And I mean, obviously that's why it's the first time reaction, right? But I'm saying like, my point is like, I don't really know what it is or what to expect. I just know that people have told me that like, oh, it's one of the best albums ever made ever. I can't believe it. Every time someone tells me about this album and they say I haven't heard it, I'm met with the same reaction. What? How have you not heard? You know what I mean? Like every time, like, oh my god, you gotta hear it. It's amazing. Every time. But I still haven't heard it, so I'm excited to get into this one. Is my point. This is kind of in series with the albums that I haven't heard yet, but I probably should have along with. We just did Back in Black, which I have somehow never heard, and Pet Sounds, which I somehow never heard. And we're gonna be doing CC. We're doing it next. Because she also said to do OK Computer, which is another one that I've heard so much about, but we'll get into that in that video. Guys, so guys, let's just get into this though. I don't know what the hell this is exactly, and there is no... Oh, there is a date. Guys, released February 10th, 1998. We have Neutral Milk Hotel with In the Aeroplane Over the Sea.
Tumbling through the trees in holy rattlesnakes that fell all around your feet. And your mom would stick a fork right into daddy's shoulder, and dad would throw the garbage all across the floor as we would lay and learn what each other's bodies were for.
This is from fucking 98.
And from above you, how I sank into your soul, into that secret place where no one dares to go. And your
production is crazy.
What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. What a beautiful dream that could flash on the screen in a blink of an eye and be gone from me. Soft and sweet, let me hold it close and keep it here with me. And one day we will die and our ashes will fly from the aeroplane over the sea. But for now we are young, let us lay in the sun and count every beautiful thing we can see. Love to be in the arms of all I'm keeping here with me. What a curious life we have found here tonight. There is music that sounds from the street. There are lights in the clouds and there's ghosts all around. Hear a voice as it's rolling and ringing through me. Soft and sweet, how the notes all bend and reach above the trees. What a beautiful face I have found in this place that is circling all around the sun. And when we meet on a cloud, I'll be laughing out loud. I'll be laughing with everyone I see. Can't believe how strange it is to be anything at all.
Well, I got a lot to say after this. This is crazy. This is crazy. This really is how the fuck did I never hear this? What the fuck?
The sun, it is past now.
I think I heard every band who was influenced by this though. Man, I never heard it, but I can think of like 10 bands that sound like they ripped this off. Yeah, it's the first show I'm thinking of ever fucking Death Cab for Cutie and Arcade Fire. But not ripped it off, but like what the fuck?
Two-headed boy, put on Sunday shoes and dance round the room to accordion keys with the needle that sings in your heart.
If I say Bright Eyes influence, are you guys gonna kill me?
Signals that sound in the dark. Catching signals that sound in the dark. We will take off our clothes and they'll be placing fingers through the
This is fucking nuts. It sounds like it should be from like 2006. That's why. You know.
Now your eyes ain't moving now. They just lay there in their car. just lay there in their prime. Two-headed boy, there's no reason to grieve. The world that you need is wrapped in gold, silver sleeves left beneath Christmas trees in the snow. I will take you and leave you alone, watching spirals of white softly flow over your eyelids, and all you did was wait until the point when you let go.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Just her sister out her side, and only weeks before the guns all came and rained on everyone. Now she's a little boy in Spain, playing pianos filled with flames on empty rings around the sun. All sing to say my dream has come. Now we must pack up every piece of the life we used to have, just to keep ourselves at least enough to carry on. And now we ride the circus wheel with our dark brother wrapped in white. Says it was good to be alive, but now he rides upon the plane and won't be coming back again. The earth looks better from the start. That's why you walk from where you are. He didn't mean to make you cry. The sparks that ring before the
say too, not entirely, but some about the production style with the horn. Don't kill me, guys. Little Joy influence. I hate to keep like harping on the production, but it sounds so fucking good. Like not only are these songs fucking like so good in the performances, but it sounds so good. All that shit, all that ambient fucking noise shit.
The communist daughter standing on the sea water, singing stains the mountaintop, singing stains the mountaintops with cocoa leaves along the border, sweetness swings every corner, cars screaming from the cloud, the bridges burst and twist around, and wanting something advance towards the south, the soothing breeze that she must still exist. Lose herself without her face. Communist, the communist daughter standing on the seaweed water, semen stains the mountaintops, semen stains the
That was amazing. What the fuck? Are you guys gonna kill me if I say it early? Even the whole Rilo Kiley, are you guys gonna kill me? It just feels like it to me, you know?
Oh, come late. I will be with you when you lose your brain, chasing the only meaningful memory you thought you had left with some bright Your father made fetuses with flesh-licking ladies while you and your mother were asleep in the trailer park. Thunderous sparks from the dark of the stadiums, the music and medicine you needed for comforting. So make all your fat, fleshy fingers to moving and pluck all your silly strings and bend all your notes for me. And soft, silly music is meaningful, magical. The movements were beautiful, all in your ovaries, all of them milking with green fleshy flowers, while powerful pistons were sugary sweet machines, smelling of semen. All under the garden was all you were needing when you still believed in me. Say what you wanna say and aim for your hollow ways, moving your mouth to pull out all your miracles for me. Body with others, her sister and mother, and 500 families. And will she remember me 50 years later? I wished I could save her in some sort of time machine. Know all your enemies. We know who our enemies are. Know all your enemies. We know who our enemies are. Golden, my dear, we will fold and freeze together, far away from hell. There is sun and spring and green forever, but now we move to feel for ourselves inside some stranger's stomach. Place your body
I got a lot to say when this is over.
Ghost, I know you never me feel as you fly in thunder clouds above the city into one night. With all that was left within me until we tore into. Now when time rings and there's so many waiting here for you.
understand like it's so. I'll talk right now. It's almost over, but like it's just like. I'm just thinking about. I'll talk right now, damn. But it's like what 1998? Are you serious? Like the use of echoes and delays in it. Oh my god, man.
Daddy, please hear this song.
Whoa. Never getting up and then putting the guitar down. Guys, what the fuck? What the fuck, guys? Whoa. Guys, I have like so much to say about that, really, because like, first of all, this kind of says it all, guys. When do you see me with a joint and I don't smoke it all immediately? Like, that really says it all, you know? Like, I was just like so zoned out. Like, I'm just sitting here with my eyes closed, just like feeling. I know I wasn't really talking, but I'm kind of just zoned out. Just like, this is the type of thing where it's like, I mean, first of all, you guys know I never talked during the album anyway, but with something like this too, it's so like, you're just kind of like, I don't know, such like a feel to it, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like half of this album was the feel, you know, because anybody could just play those songs, or they could have just recorded those songs in a different way, and the album would not have this. It wouldn't hit you as much. It would still hit you because the songs were still good songs, you know, but like, you know what I mean? Like the production on this too, the vibe of this, or the sound of this whole thing, like I said, like I'm not trying to like say, you know, rip off. I don't mean literally rip off, you know. I just mean like, you know, influence, you know, like I think all those bands I named, like, I don't know if they are or not, but they all sound to me like they kind of took influence from this, you know, like in the same way that this to me sounds like sort of, it's still its own thing, but I feel like you could hear influence from Pixies and from Velvet Underground. Well, obviously Velvet Underground influenced both those bands. Velvet Underground fucking influenced everybody, right? But I'm saying like this to me sounded like this sounded like every other fucking band in the fucking 2000s who was labeled indie. You know, what kind of fucking genre is that, right? But especially the stuff that was considered indie in the 90s, like this like has certain vibes, but like not really though. This sounds way more like, it reminds me of like if you guys ever go listen to if you ever listen to Edie Brickell, What I Am, like you put on that song, you're like, oh, this song is from like 93, 94, and you're like, wait, it was 87? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Or like even like you know, another super classic like Fast Car, Tracy Chapman, you know? You hear that song, you're like, oh yeah, this was like totally 95, 96, and they're like, no, that was 88. You're like, what? How was that the 80s? You know, like, you know what I mean? Or even more, my favorite fucking, one of the best songs ever, that whole album too, for sure, but Brass in Pocket, Pretenders. Put that song on, I swear, I always thought that song for a long time. I was like, oh, that's a song from, before I ever like really like, you know what I mean, really actually listen to their albums. I just remember kind of hearing that song and be like, oh yeah, that sounds like some 90s song. That shit was from fucking 78, you know, maybe 79 or something. I forgot what year that first album came out. But you know what I'm saying? That's what this was like. This was like not only like super fire, but this was like super like way like whoa, like way like, I can't believe how fucking much the influence that this must have had. This, my point is like, because obviously, like I said in the beginning, I've heard so many people tell me, what, you never heard this album? How have you never heard it? What, like, you gotta listen to it. So like, and it's just been years and years of like, I don't know, that was, like I said, to me, that was super, super like, it was like, now, aside from like the obvious, like, how influential this obviously was, like, just the album itself, you know what I mean? Like, just like the album on its, like forget all that, like, let's pretend it's 1998. First of all, I can't even imagine, honestly, what this was like in 1998, because, like, I'm thinking, like, what else was around in 1998? Like, what else was out then? Was that like the first Britney album 98? Was that 99? What else was around in that time? Like fucking Sugar Ray or some shit? No, I mean, shout out to them, I hate him, but I'm saying, like, what the fuck kind of shit was around in 98? Like, I'm just wondering, like, what was big in 98? The Offspring or some shit? Like, you know what I mean? I'm just thinking, like, something like this just sounded so, like, do you know what I mean? So, like, whoa, like, where in the fuck did this come from? Like, I can't even imagine, like, hearing this in 98 is my point. See, I know you said I always talk about context, and you're 1,000% right, but I'm only saying about the context because I feel like I feel like you can't understand shit without the context, you know? You're not gonna appreciate a light bulb if you weren't around at the time. Now it's like, who gives a fuck? It's a dumb light bulb, you know? I know I always use that example, but like, imagine when the light bulb actually came out. Like, what the fuck? You know? Like, now it's like, alright, who gives a shit? Fucking light bulb, you know? So like, but like this, because even if without the context, like hearing this now, it's like, alright, who gives a fuck? Oh wow, okay, I've heard that sound 20 million times, but because the context and knowing that this is 98 and knowing all the bands that fucking came after this that like totally just, I don't want to say ripped off the sound, because again, it's not ripped off in the sense of like, you know, unoriginal or even like thievery, like purposely maliciously trying to replicate a sound, which I don't even know how that you could be malicious in terms of replicating the sound. It's just a fucking, it's music, guys. Don't take this shit so seriously, you know what I mean? I get the stand shit, but at the same time, but it's fucking music. Who gives a shit? It's my whole fucking life. I play it my entire life. Who gives a fuck? It's not a big deal, guys. It's fucking dumb sounds that fucking dumb creatures make. Cause I'm fuck, you know? But my point is like still, my point is to say though that the sound of this and everything, it's just so interesting. It's just so crazy. Like all the fucking, you know, you could just hear it. You could just hear how this just totally must influence all kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'm glad to finally have heard this. I'm super glad to finally like I said, I want to say probably like since I was a kid, people have been telling me about this album, and I still just never heard it. So, man, guys, shout out to everybody, guys. We'll be back. Shout out to Cece, guys. We will be back. We will be doing the what I said. Okay, computer, that is on the way, guys. So, but also anything else you guys think of, put in the description, guys. Whatever it is, we'll check it out eventually. We'll get to it eventually someday. I don't know how fast. Sometimes we get to it really fast. Sometimes it takes longer. It just kind of depends. But that's called ADHD, guys. But we'll be back, guys. Shout out to everybody. Also, if it's something that you think we should listen to while driving in the night, let me know. If it has those drive around in the middle of the night vibes, let me know, because that's when we're gonna do Okay Computer. I'm gonna do it coming up. I'm gonna do a few videos driving around in the middle of the night. So that's gonna be one of them, guys. If you can think of any more stuff like that where you're like, oh, you have to hear this album, but it's even better in the middle of the night, just drive one of those type of vibes, you know, let me know. Even if it's not night drive vibes, it's fine. Just we'll still listen to it. But I'm just saying, if it is one, let me know. That way I know not to do it here. That way I know to do it while driving, right? So, guys, we'll be back. Shout out to everybody, guys. In the description, check out my music and KTSE weather, guys. The weather is coming, guys. Literally within the next week, I finally managed to get a fucking new laptop. I finally got it set up. I finally got everything. The only thing I have to do is fucking get all the music fucking off of this thing onto a thing, get it onto the other thing, set up the fucking, it should take no more than a week. It will be live, guys. 24/7, live to the minute weather. 24/7 with completely all original music. It's gonna be literally like the 1993 Weather Channel, but even better, because it's just gonna be the best part of it. And I have no people talking about whatever. Just the best part. Here's the cool graphics and the cool music and the cool vibe. Go in the description, guys. We're going live within the next week. I did for real this time, guys. Fuck it, we'll do it live, guys. Shout out to everybody. I love you guys, and we'll be back.